Ready for another slightly unusual but potentially high leverage way to slim your waist? Welcome to day 8 of the 28-day Healthy Waist Slimming Challenge. And today we're going to talk about breath holding steps exercise. I'm sure it has a more legit name. Can't remember it off the top of my head. I've mentioned to you a couple of times Patrick McKeown. He's an author and also the creator of a program called the Oxygen Advantage. So I read his book several years ago now. He's even published a second book. And like I said, I'm kind of in this place where I'm wanting to apply all these things that I've picked up, or I guess not all the things, but several things that I've picked up over the years and reading of ways that can improve health and reduce the waistline in a healthy way. So the exercise is something that should be done at least 30 minutes after eating. This does involve breath holds, so be careful, stop if you get dizzy, anything else. There are people who should not do it, like anyone who shouldn't do breath holding exercises. Top of the mind is people who are pregnant, but also like there are other conditions and people who shouldn't do it. So check with your doctor if you can do breath holding exercises. Before we get into how it's done, part of the concept behind it, or the reason that I want to include it, and I called it at the beginning a high leverage way, is that it increases your body's tolerance for CO2, which is like the opposite side of the coin of oxygen. And because your body has more time needing to process the oxygen that you've already taken in, it gets more efficient at processing oxygen. And one thing that goes along with this that I remember from when I read the Oxygen Advantage is that if you haven't been doing breath holding exercises and you start, it can cause kind of like a detox reaction, because your body is, doing things it hasn't done. So stay aware of that. Definitely recommend also starting along with this, like warm lemon water or lime water, which can help your body if it does need to detox things, right? If you do some program that can potentially detox you, and you do start having like detox symptoms, what are detox symptoms? It's like cold leg symptoms. Then your body had some stuff to let go of and get rid of. Okay, so now let's talk about how it's done. I'm doing this video walking because it involves walking. And what you do is, ideally, you wouldn't be talking the whole time before you started like I am right now. But what you do is you have calm breathing. So calm breathing through your nose. And that's like a huge part of his program, is like always breathe through your nose. And then once you have that calm breathing as you're walking through your nose, and if you can't do that, right, like if you're at the point where you can't have calm breathing through your nose, and what is calm breathing? It's breathing that's soft enough that you can't hear it, and like you feel calm while you do it. So if you're not at that point, then practice walking while breathing through your nose until you get there. But if you are, then you walk while breathing through your nose, do a regular breath in and a regular breath out, hold your nose, and take as many steps as you can. You want to get up to 80 steps. When I started this a while ago, I've done this on and off, never gotten up to the 80 steps. But when I started the first time ever, I think I could only do like 10 or 12 steps, well, with my breath held. And then, so you take as many steps as you can. You'll feel what's called air hunger, where it's like a desire to breathe, like Just like we can have hunger for food or we desire food, we can have air hunger where there's desire to breathe, and it can be at different levels, just like food hunger: strong, medium, light. So if you're just starting this, you want to go to like a medium air hunger, and then let go of your nose. You're gonna naturally want to take a pretty large breath in on that first inhalation, but then work on making breaths 2 and 3 calm, like so you'll still be in air hunger, like for breaths 2 and 3, maybe even breath 4 after the breath holds. Breath 5, 6, you should be back to calm. And so then you do like a minute where you just breathe through your nose calmly, like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes even, to like recover, get your breathing 100% calm again. And then when you're ready, you do another breath hold. You repeat the breath holds 6 times. That's like 1 round. And you can do a couple rounds a day. Again, on an empty stomach, or at least 30 minutes after eating. So that's the explanation. Now let's do, what does this look like? I've been kind of doing like a casual walking pace as I walk and pay attention to what's going on around me and explain stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna not talk for at least a second to get that nose breathing going. In your case, you'd be not talking and nose breathing for several minutes before you even start your first round. All right, here we go. Okay, that's on my 3rd breath after the breath hold, and you can hear that I am speaking normally. Like I'm not like gasping for air. I did 20 steps before I got to like a medium air hunger that time. I think the most I ever got up to when I was doing this regularly was like 40 or 50. I may update you all as I talk about other videos, but that's what it looks like. And you could do it, like I said, do it every day, even several times a day. You could do it. Thanks for watching.